Hi, it's Stuffed Cabbage Adventures and I have a question for you. Is there a place in this busy and noisy Budapest where you can actually get a little bit of a peace of mind? Well, let me take you to the heart of Budapest where you can actually get that and get away from all of this. So come with me. Welcome to Margaret Island. So right now we are in the center of Budapest. This is actually an island that's also a park as well, but it offers a ton of stuff that you can do, and we will experience most of them today. One of them will be a picnic, and for that we will need some food. So let's turn time back and check in with past Ákos. What's he gonna bring? Thank you, Ákos from the future. So right now we are at Pozsonyi út, which is very famous for a lot of eateries, and a lot of young people are actually opening up shops here. So one day we will definitely come back here. If we do, when we make a video about it, somewhere up there you will find it. But first, let's get some picnic material. Come. We made a brief stop at JM6. We got some picnic material, plus Wake Up. Pretty clever name, I do have to say. This is nice batch brew actually. I'm also looking forward to the matcha cookies that they have. And what's really cool as we make our way to the island is you get this stunning view of the city. Now one pro tip, you can actually also come here during the evening when everything is illuminated. And then it's a brilliant view that you can get. Now we are at the musical fountain. This is a very cool attraction that you can check out. During the day they're actually playing very popular songs. Let me use this fine knowledge machinery to actually get the set list. Brahms or Franz Liszt or Wolfgang Amadeus. They also play stuff like Guns N' Roses. Or they also play Michael Bublé here. So there's a ton of stuff, plus even some Hungarian tunes. One great tip, you should come here during the evening, because then the whole thing is actually a light show as well, fully illuminated, and it's really cool. So check that out if you are here in the neighborhood. This is a really cool place if you want to just, have a picnic, bring a blanket. Nevertheless, there are some places you can sit down. Now let's see what we got from JM6. So I got a croissant. This is cheddar cheese and some jalapeno in it, so some spicy croissant. And my wife got this spinach and cheese roll. I'm pretty excited about that if she gives me a bite of it. So let's see how spicy the croissant is. This is really good. I am making a mess here, but we're in nature. And the birds will get some food after this, I guess, I don't know. This is how a croissant should taste. And the spice of the jalapeno just kicks in. It's not too spicy, but it's good. Okay. I might even say this tastes better than the other one. Both taste amazing, don't get me wrong. Haven't been to GM6 before, but I will definitely return. This is the cookie from Wake Up. It does taste and look like matcha. Amazing. One of the cool ways to explore the island is to rent a buggy, or as we call it, a bringohinto. So let's go and grab one for ourselves and explore the island. So we are just making one brief stop here to show you that there's a really cool playground here. So if you're visiting the city with your family and have a lot of kids, then they're gonna love this place. there's a ton of things to do for them. This is the Hajós Alfred swimming arena. It's technically the home for the Hungarian water polo team, the national team, both the women and the men. We Hungarians simply love, you know, beefed up, muscled men playing ball in the swimming pool. And it's actually a quite nice sport. So whenever there's a match here, I think it's worthwhile to visit it. By the way, just a few weeks ago, the FINA World Cup was also held here, where the girls got the silver medal. Congratulations to them. There are many places here where you can actually take some drinks or eat out. That one right there could be an ideal pit stop if you're doing, you know, this buggy ride. One of the places where you can eat is actually called the Nyulam Presto. So the reason why that's called Nyulam is because Margaret Island, before it was actually named after Saint Margaret, was actually named Island of Rabbits. If there were any rabbits here, nobody knows. Maybe it was some misunderstanding because it comes from Latin, but that's actually a fun fact for you. There are many ruins of old temples and churches throughout the whole island. They're actually quite cool. When I was a child, I was running around here, you know, playing hide and seek, playing catch me if you can. So maybe if you're coming with kids, they can also do the same around here. This is Palatinus Strand or Palatinus Beach. If the weather is extremely hot and you don't want to really go far outside of Budapest, then here in the heart of it, there's a beach. You can chill outside, go into the water. It's a really cool experience. They also have an internal place, so there's like thermal bath inside. So even if there's winter, you can still try this out. There's also a cool outdoor theater here where they're not only doing plays, but they are sometimes doing concerts as well. This is the rose garden. Now there are many different flowers here, and what you can also see is there's around this area there are a lot of little pebbles with numbers on it. It's actually for every single person who died in Hungary during the coronavirus pandemic, as a tribute to them and remembering, you know, what has happened throughout the world, and hopefully it will end soon. Now let's continue. If you are into sports, there's a ton of stuff you can do here. So for instance, there's like a running track where a lot of people are consistently running. I think it's around 5K if you want to do one round. But if you also want to do some gymnastics, you don't want to actually pay for a gym membership, then there's actually a outdoor gym right here at the beginning of the island. Sometimes from here, if you look on the Danube River, you will actually see some sort of like a bus that's going in the water. Now, the water isn't that shallow actually, that's like a bus, that's also a boat. It's some very nice attraction if you want to see the city. It's an interesting way to experience it, because it's also going in the streets and it's also going in the water. Really cool. There's also an extension of the Budapest City Zoo here, sort of like a mini zoo. You can see some animals, check them out. It's kind of nice actually. There are just so many old, big, very nice looking trees out here actually. It's nice that they're not being cut off so that there's space for even more buildings or whatsoever. are at the northern end of the Margaret Island, and here there's a very cool Japanese garden. You can take lots of pictures of flowers and maybe catch a couple of frogs as well. And once you explored the Japanese garden, you can check out this musical fountain. There's actually two musical fountains. This one isn't that extreme as the other one, but this is also nice and gives you music sometimes. And now let's head back to the southern end of the island. What's very good is there's actually public transportation going through it. We got some ice cream, and right behind the musical fountain there's a ton of bars and eateries. Probably if you come here during the evening there are even parties. And now before we close the day, let's grab a cold beer and watch some Formula 1. So let's go to Champ's Bar. The thing that's cool about this place is that if you want to watch major sport events, then you can just come here and have a nice beer and enjoy the ride or the games or whatever. Now that was an eventful day. If I look back, what I enjoyed the most probably it has to be the buggy ride. I mean, exploring the island that way was really cool and much easier than walking around. But if you just want to walk, now it takes about half an hour to get from one end to the other, so it's not that bad. But I do recommend trying out the buggy ride itself and also seeing these large and very old trees. It's very cool to see that there's still a spot in the city where nature is kept, natural, and it's pretty cool. If you enjoyed this video and liked this park experience, then maybe check out our video about the Városliget, which is also another extremely nice park that we have here in Budapest. Or maybe check out our playlist to see what's the best that Budapest can offer. And also, don't forget to subscribe and also liking this video. Again, see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Start the engine! I got the money! Let's run! Let's run!